Hey guys, this is just going to be a best hair products video, and this is mainly shampoos and conditioners, and it is for a variety of hair types. I say that because I've had coloured hair and natural hair, and I'm going to be discussing like what's worked best for me. There is a variety of different brands here, so I will first of all just explain like what my hair type is and what it has been. When I was younger, I had natural, like medium brown hair, and I never used to like it. So since I was about 11, maybe 12, I dyed it black, and there was a lot of hair to dye because it was really thick, but I didn't like it, so I grew it out, and then I used a different brand and did it black again, and it faded to a dark brown. So then I dyed it dark brown for years, and then I think I got to about 15, and then I started doing a few crazy colours and did like purple, red, green, orange, pink, and then school were like, oh, you can't do that, so then I had to dye it back brown. Then I went to college and I was purple and red and green and orange and pink, and there was a few jobs I had interviews for that were like, it's not really appropriate, but the job I had whilst I was at college allowed me to have whatever hair colour I wanted, because I was working in an office where I was on a computer and there was, nobody could see me to like judge me or put me off their product. And then eventually, when I think it was halfway through university, I was almost finished with university, I was 24, and I decided that I didn't want to dye my hair anymore. So I started to grow it out, and by this time my hair was now dark brown, and it took me an awful long time to adjust from being like red and purple and blonde and silver and every colour to go back to like this natural colour and have to stay with it, in the aspect that I didn't want to damage my hair anymore. So I felt like this would be the best way. So now my hair was thinner than I remember it when I was at like younger, school age, college age, and now it's natural and there's no dye left in it, there's no bleach, there's no colour, it's just natural. So I'm going to discuss with you like the products I've used for coloured hair, for natural hair, and which I think have worked best. I'll not mention the ones that I didn't like. If you want, I can do that in another video. Now, I don't have any of the bottles to show you, so I will just be mentioning the name or like the brand and what it did, because most of them have changed the name now or they don't sell them. So I will start with when I had black hair. When I started dyeing my hair black, I honestly didn't care about shampoo. It literally was whatever like my parents bought. So at this point it was probably Head and Shoulders, like the original Classic Clean, I think it's still called, or maybe every so often we'd add Herbal Essences, but I'll get into that later. So obviously Herbal Essences are 2-in-1 shampoo for dandruff, which strips colour out of your hair. And even though black is really hard to get out, the second time I did it black, it faded it so fast. Like in one wash it went from black to like a medium brown. It was horrible. So obviously if you have coloured hair, you try not use an anti-dandruff or a clarifying shampoo. So when I was dark brown, I tended to go, I wasn't necessarily looking for a colour shampoo, which I probably should have been, but for this period of time I was in love with Herbal Essences, and my hair gets used to products relatively slowly, so I can keep buying the same product and it'll take it a while to get used to it. So I had like the Seductively Straight, the Reignite My Colour, the Hello Hydration, and I think there was one for frizz as well, and I used those and repurchased those so many times, but then my hair got used to them, and since then I've not even bought Herbal Essences, but after this bottle that I've recently bought. Even though it's a giant bottle, I think I will go back to herbal essences. And then when I was purple and red and orange, I think. I know that when I was green I used a different one, but when I was red, purple and orange, I used Dove. And again, I don't remember the name, but I used this for about 3 washes and I had an allergic reaction to it. Because I have a sensitive scalp, so I reacted really badly to it. So I then had to go back to using what was left of my herbal essences, and I can't even remember what brand I tried after that. Okay, so after my bad experience with Dove, I moved on to Tresemme, and I think I used so many different brands of Tresemme, like different types. I did use the colour one for about 2 bottles because the Tresemme bottles are really big. They're 900ml, so they lasted for ages. I think I went through 2 of the colour ones, I don't know what they're called, and then I went through 1 of the heat defence shampoo. I didn't buy that conditioner, the heat defence one though, because I couldn't find it anywhere. I don't know what it's called again, but it was for protection, or it said that it would repair the damage that heat had caused. I think it was heat therapy or something like that. And again, Tresemme is dead cheap. Then I wanted to go back to blonde, so I obviously bleached my hair till it almost, like, it was completely fried. So then I used Organics, I think that's what it's called. It's like an argan oil shampoo and conditioner. Really didn't like it. It wasn't bad, it just didn't nourish my hair. So then I went to John Frieda and I went for the tone correcting shampoo and conditioner, which there is a video on that on my channel, I think. Then from that I got sent by John Frieda the full repair shampoo, conditioner and deep conditioner because of my bad experience with the toner. And then after that I used the John Frieda Miraculous Recovery Intensive Mask, I think. I don't know what it's called. Miraculous Recovery Intensive Mask, yeah. This is a sample which I still have and I have not used. So that's what that is. This wasn't sent to me, this is just, I don't know, you can buy them in samples, so I tend to do that instead of buying the big pots, because this is still so many uses for my hair. Anyway, after the full repair, I think I tried Gliss, which is a Schwarzkopf shampoo. It was a Gliss, like a shine shampoo, and it was from like a local unbranded shop near me. It was like £2. I think it has been mentioned in our video before, and I loved it, but the smell of it like stung my eyes, but it was amazing and I can't even find it anywhere anymore. If I find the bottle, I will link it down below to see if like you have it abroad, or if there's anywhere I can find it, let me know. Then I found a Lush shampoo, and I found Lush because they'd just done this massive demonstration in like all the UK stores, so it got loads of press, and I was like, oh well, I need a new shampoo. So I was looking on their website and I'd stumbled upon the solid shampoo bars, and there was a video on YouTube of Godiva, so I was watching how you applied it and things, and then I went on the Lush website and seen like which each solid shampoo and what was it good for. So I found New and Shine, but I bought New first and it was great. It replaced my Head and Shoulders and it didn't fade colour, so I loved it. So I bought that, and I also bought Lush Jungle Conditioner, which I hated. It was a solid conditioner in a green little, like a green oval shape, and it had like jungle markings on the top. I hated it, it didn't work, so I only used that a couple of times. Then when I repurchased from Lush, I bought my new and Shine shampoo, which is a solid bar, which has been, there is a review I did ages and ages ago, so I will put that in the description, and there is a review on my Lush and it's been in a few videos before, so you can go and check them out. So my Shine bar I bought it ages ago and it's still in my bathroom. I use it occasionally, but I don't know, I feel like it cleans your hair really well, but it means that you need a really deep conditioner after it because it feels like it gets all the nutrients out your hair, whereas the new solid shampoo doesn't. So after, I'm still using the solid shampoo, the new one, because that's been in a haul recently. And now, as well as using that one, because that is for like anti-dandruff, I just need one to make my hair feel and look healthy. Even though it is all natural, it still needs a bit of help. So currently I was trying the John Frieda new line, the Voluptuous Recovery or Volumizing something or other. Again, it's been in a video, it has a review and first impressions, you can go and check that out, it's on my channel. And then I've come to the end of that, so I bought, I think it's TGI's Bedhead, and I'll just go and look at the name for you. It's TIGI Bedhead and it's Control Freak. It's in this giant see-through bottle and there is, can't remember how many millilitres there is, but it is a big bottle. It's bigger than like John Frieda bottles, which are 500ml. So it's either 750ml or a litre. I don't know. It might be 900 like the Treseme's. But that was £12 a bottle, which compared to like John Frieda, which is 6 to 8, it's not that bad. It sounds expensive for one bottle, but you get so much in it. I think it's 2 John Frieda bottles, so it's probably a litre. I think it's 2, like in one shampoo, this TIGI one, it's like 2 full bottles of John Frieda shampoo or conditioner. So if you got 2 John Friedas, it'd probably be about £16, depending if it was on offer. Whereas this was £12, so in that sense it's cheaper. But it's whether or not my hair likes it. Doesn't have a reaction if it works, and if like it's good. I haven't mentioned my Royal Moroccan products, and I know they have been in a few products, like a few videos, but I really didn't like them that much. But you can go and check, I think I've done a review on them. If I've not, I'll do one soon, but you can always check out my channel and search for that. So that was this video, guys. I don't know when this is going up. This is either Thursday or Friday's video, and I'm gonna try and do a how I style disco pants and a camera review, but I don't know which one will be going up on the day that this isn't, and then I will try and film some more in the week I won't have any internet, but I just won't be able to put them up yet. So thank you for watching, guys. Stay tuned and subscribe if you're not already. Bye, guys.